Remember these bags that I bought at Walmart? Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Well, today we're going to use them in a very quick and easy way, but an extremely inexpensive way. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you to everyone who is supporting my channel, whether you're new or you've been here for a long time. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate all that you are doing to help my channel grow and to help my channel to become even more successful. Thank you. During my recent back-to-school trip to Walmart, I bought these bags. At the time, I didn't have any idea what I would do with them, but being in the Christmas spirit, the gold and white really caught my eye. So I bought a couple of packs, and today I'm going to show you something really inexpensive that you can do with these, but it's going to be one of those things that you will need. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but you're going to be looking for one of these. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera to show you exactly what I'm talking about, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So recently I bought these paper bags. They are 4 3/4 by 7 inches, and I got them at Walmart, and I believe that I paid 97 cents for these. I can't remember. I either paid 97 cents or $1.97. Either way, this becomes some very economical paper crafting, because even if I paid $1.97 for these, each bag alone is costing me about 16 cents to be able to use it. Then if I only paid 97 cents, I'm spending about 8 cents per bag to be able to use this in my paper crafting. And y'all, this is the really fun part of paper crafting for me, because I love to find deals and then take those low cost deals and turn them into something that looks like $1 million. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Remember when I said you might not need this today, you might not need it tomorrow, but at some point you're going to need something like this. Here's what I'm talking about. We're going to take that paper bag and we're going to dress it up just a little bit, and we're going to turn it into a beautiful little money wallet or gift card wallet, complete with a place to write your message. And you'll have 2 compartments in this wallet to be able to put gift cards or cash, even coins if you want. This will hold that as well. And I'll show you how to make it look like a purse, and then how to have it just look like a little fold-over wallet in case you were going for that more masculine look. But it is super, super easy, and y'all, isn't that gorgeous? You see that bag sitting in there? So easy to do. Here is what we're going to need to make it. So I'm going to be using 12 by 12, and from one sheet of 12 by 12, you are going to be able to make 2 of these. I'm going to take this, and to figure out how I want to cut it, we know that it's 4 3/4, so I am just going to cut one piece at 5, and then I'll cut another piece at 5 in case we wanted to make 2. You can get 2 from one 12 by 12 inch sheet. You can also get 2 from one 8.5 by 11 inch sheet. Just turn it to the 11 inch side, cut off your 5 inches, cut off your 5 inches. So now that we have this piece, you can see that my paper is double-sided. This paper works well as a feminine or a masculine paper, depending on how you dress it up. So you can use a paper like this either way. I'm going to take this scrap piece and I'm going to cut a piece at 4 5/8. Then with this piece here, I am going to cut it in half at 1. This is just going to give me that nice little handle to be able to use as a purse. So we're going to take the piece that we cut at 4 3/4 by 2, and I am going to trim this down to 1, and that's going to give me 2 pieces that are 1 by 4 3/4. Then I'm just going to score on the 1/2 inch mark and fold over like this. So I'm just going to bring in my bag, and what I'm going to do is I am going to fold it so that this opening is pretty much even with that end. Then I'm going to take it and put it in my trimmer, and we're going to trim it at 3. So now that's going to give me the opening this way as well as an opening this way. So now we're going to bring in these 2 pieces, and I'm only going to use them on the 2 inner parts because this is going to be taped or glued to your paper. So I am just going to take my tape and put some tape on this piece. We'll put it right here. And then we'll take this piece, we'll add some tape. We're going to put it in and fold it over. So now we have a piece that looks like this. So now we're going to bring in our piece that measures 5 by 12. I will need my scoreboard for this. So I am going to take this piece. I know that this is 3 inches folded, so I'm going to score this at 3 1/4. And then I know that I need to move over 3 1/4 more inches to 6 1/2, but I need to add just a little bit of padding there. So we're going to go ahead and make this 6 5/8. So we scored at 3 1/4. Then we moved over another 3 1/4 inches to 6 1/2. Then we added 1/8 to that to give us 6 5/8. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this around, and that last score mark that I made, I'm just going to trim it at 3 1/2. So my piece ends up being 10 by 5. So if you go with 10 by 5, you will have a good size piece. So now on the end where I flipped it and I scored at 3 1/2, I'm going to go ahead and score at 1. Just because I want a nice solid top on this. So let's just go ahead and fold and fold. And now we have this piece like this. We'll be able to take this and put it on the inside just like this. So what I'm going to do here is just add some tape. I'm going to fold over. That just gives me a nice finished edge to this. Then we can take our bag and we'll just put it in like this. So I am going to take my tape and I'm just going to run my tape across like this. I haven't tried using glue on this, but if that's your preference, you can certainly do that as well. Or you can use your tear tape, completely up to you. But I am just going to take this. And now when I put it in, I'm not going to put it in so that it's on the score mark. I'm going to put it in so that it's slightly above my score mark, like that. And now I can take this side and just fold it over like that. And so now we have our beautiful little wallet. I'm going to take a piece of just plain white paper and we're going to put it in like this. So I'll add some tape. Take this piece, put it right there. Then I have just a little thin piece of washi that I'm going to put right there, right there. So y'all, that's how easy it is. So we're going to go ahead and add a Velcro dot to this. You can actually add a magnet if you want, but if you're planning on selling these, I would definitely just use a Velcro dot because you never know, this might end up in the hands of a child. And those magnets certainly are not safe for children. So now that we have it like this, if you wanted to stop now and hand this off as a masculine gift, a masculine presentation, this is a great way to do it. I would simply just take a little piece of ephemera. This is a piece of chipboard ephemera, and then I'd hand it off to him. But if you wanted to give it a more feminine feel, I'm just going to take this little strip that we had left over, and we're just going to create a nice little handle like this. So I'm going to take some glue, and we are going to put some glue on this piece. And all I'll do is I will take this piece, and then I'll roll this around like that, and we'll put it right there, just like that. And then I need to hold it for a moment so that it can set up. So now my handles are on, and I have a cute little gift card purse. So then this time I'm just going to add my chipboard piece of ephemera. I want to put it there. And I think I'm going to put it right up here. You can certainly decorate this as much or as little, like I did, as you want. And so on this one, I think I am going to take this little message that says the happiest season of all, and we're going to put that down just to give you an idea of how you can finish off something so simple. And so there we have the happiest season of all, and we have a place to write a message, and we have a beautiful interior. Y'all, for me, this is what paper crafting is all about. We don't have to have all of the fancy machines. We don't have to have all of those die cuts, cutting out this little piece and this little piece. This, for me, is what paper crafting has always been about. It's been about taking a piece of paper, a couple of pieces of paper, maybe a bag, maybe not a bag, and then turning that piece of paper into something that is giftable, sellable, or keepable. When I used to do craft fairs, and it's been a while since I've done one, I always made sure, especially my Christmas craft fairs, that I had gift card wallets of some type because they were always in high demand. So just wanted to throw that out there for those of you who are doing craft fairs and looking for price variety at your fair. Something like this will give you a few lower cost options to be able to offer at your table. But I do hope that even if you are not doing a craft fair, but you're going to have an occasion where you will need a gift card wallet or gift card holder or cash holder of some type, that you'll look to something as simple as this. It doesn't have to be a bag like this. It can be a bag of any type, but it does give you an option of being able to run into your craft room really quickly, cut that paper down, make this and hand it off and wow the person that you're giving it to. But I do hope that you have enjoyed today's awesome video where we took a paper bag. Mine happened to be from Walmart, but any paper bag will do. And we turned it into something upscale, elegant, and useful. If you have enjoyed this video, I certainly hope you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, come on, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. I'll leave the lights on for you. Remember that? As always, my friends, y'all please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.